3.3 pounds. I want you to actually be able to contextualize what that means. There are 500,000 people in Gaza right now that are facing phase 5 famine. That means that there is literally not enough food to feed all of those people. Israel has taken control of the entire aid situation. There are aid trucks that are backed up, and Israel still says, oh, it's not our fault that people are dying. So let's do some quick math. Best estimates coming out of the US right now is that Gaza needs a minimum of 600 semi-trucks of aid every single day just to meet the basic humanitarian requirements. Israel says, oh, no way, Hamas might weaponize aid, so we're only going to allow 120. I used to run a fleet of 1,500 trucks. I can tell you that trucks can haul anywhere from 44 to 55,000 pounds. So let's say every single one of these is loaded to the brim. 120 trucks, 55,000 pounds, that is 6.6 million pounds every single day. 2 million citizens, that leaves you with 3.3 pounds per person per day. Okay, but what does that even mean? How much food is that? Well, 3.3 pounds of apples is about 540 calories. 3.3 pounds of carrots is about 615 calories. Bananas is 800. Chicken is 2,475. McDonald's cheeseburgers is 3,000. And we're still only talking about food. We're not even talking about water yet. On average, Israel pumps in anywhere from 3 to 5 liters of water per person per day. Basic humanitarian requirements are 15 liters per day. For reference, the average American uses 400. Even on the best day, each person is missing about 10 liters of water. 10 liters is the equivalent of about 2.6 gallons or just under 22 pounds. My handwriting is terrible, but do you get the problem? Even if they're not using water for basic hygiene, which causes illnesses and diseases to spread like wildfire, the absolute bare minimum that a human can survive off of sustainably is 10 liters. That means they are short 5 liters per day or just under 11 pounds. 3.3. And we haven't even talked about any of the other basic aids: bandages, medicine, baby formula, clothing, tents, hygienic products. The UN estimates that 60,000 people have been killed by the Israeli military. Academics say it may be as high as 80,000 when you consider the amount of information that gets lost in a war zone. Over half of that has been women and kids. 1,000 people have been murdered by the Israeli military in the last month as they've been trying to get aid. The number of people that have died of starvation is quickly approaching 1,000. The UN is reporting that 100,000 women and kids are facing severe malnutrition, and nearly 1/3 of all of the people in Gaza are regularly going days without eating. So we're looking at conservatively 60 to 80,000 people that have died at the hands of Israel, and if they do not loosen up on aid, that number is going to skyrocket. 3.3 pounds of aid, and that is if everything is delivered perfectly without any waste. And I guess that's why Netanyahu's going on the Nelk Boys podcast, saying, well, it's not us, despite us controlling all of that. It's Hamas. It's Hamas.